As a professor of entrepreneurship, I heard lots and lots and lots of business ideas. In fact, in every semester, I would get 20 or 30 different business ideas that would be worked up into business plans. But it was a very frustrating exercise because most often people would come up with just an idea. Some problem they've seen, something that has been referred to them by a friend, but they really didn't have the structure of a great business idea. So how do you find those great business ideas? Well, it's got to be more than just a problem that you've seen, or a problem that you have, or something that was referred to you by a friend. It needs to have some underlying characteristics that will drive a profitable, growing and sustainable enterprise. Even though entrepreneurship as a discipline has been growing for about 40 years, we really don't have enough knowledge about this particular aspect of picking winning ideas. In fact, if you look at the practice which has been implemented by venture capital firms, in many ways, because they're putting their money where their mouth is, they have a much better idea of what ventures will stimulate high growth. So taking the experience that I have of 20 years as a working entrepreneur, with the development of theory over a 40-year period, with the experience of working with venture capital firms, what I've ascertained is it really gets down to a very few criteria. Basically, there are a set of product market characteristics which you have to satisfy, and then there's a bunch of internal characteristics associated with capacity and capability which you have to satisfy. And you do have to bring all of these together in order to have a reasonable chance of both survival, growth and profitability. So what I did was I tried to construct an exercise for my own students and for my entrepreneurial colleagues, which would give them a very quick set of criteria which they can use to test out an idea. In my opinion, the hurdle is actually very high. To find the right set of product market characteristics that will not only stimulate high growth, but will also give you a good chance of survival and a good chance of resilience is actually very difficult to do. In this exercise that I'm going to take you through, what I've done is I've constructed an activity to help people understand this set of product market characteristics. It starts out with a business creativity exercise. What we're actually trying to do is to try to get people to open up their minds to think about what creates customer value. So what is it in a product or service that stimulates a customer to give you the money? The exercise is based around what I call a watch with no hands. In other words, it is a device that sits on the arm, but in fact doesn't tell the time. It has no hands. And what you, as the participant, have to do is you have to be creative in coming up with a way in which you can use this shape and this location to generate a list of possible products that can be sold into the marketplace. The rules are you can't put hands back on it, but you can put any mechanical or electronic features into the product. So with that as the set of rules, what you should do now is sit down and write out as many possible products that you can that will satisfy that list of rules. It looks like a watch, but it has no hands, and you can put mechanical and electronic features into it. Let's see what you can achieve as a list.